Problem number 6, Chapter 4 test review for Math 63. Use the steel design table, that's this fellow right here out of your appendix. Use the steel design table to calculate the weight of the steel plate in problem number 4. So we're still working on this guy. And we have to give it in grams, and we have to give it out to 2 decimal places. Okay, now this can be a little tricky, so please pay really close attention. When we're finding the weight of a steel plate, if you look it up on the appendix sheet, all you really need to do is find this top surface area, and the table takes care of everything for you. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to find the area of just the top of this plate with the holes removed. So I'm going to say surface area of the top of the plate is equal to 54 by 102, 54 by 102, and I'm going to be, I should lay out my plan first. The first surface area of the top of the plate is equal to the surface area of the top, and I'll call that solid, minus the surface area of the 2 holes, just the tops. Okay, so surface area of the top is equal to the surface area of the total, the solid, 54 by 102. 54 by 102. Minus, well, what's the formula for surface area of the top? We said that was pi r squared. And I have 2 of them, so it's 2 times pi times the radius squared. Well, what's the radius? 15. 15 squared. So this is equal to, so I have 54 times 102, 5508 minus 2 pi times 15 squared. 1413.7166 is equal to, so I'm going to subtract that number from my 5508. 5508 minus, and I'll recall that answer, 4094.2833, and these are all in square millimeters. That was how the figure was dimensioned. So my job now, now that I've got the surface area, I'm going to get the weight of this, and it says that if I have a, pardon me, if I have an 8 millimeter thick plate, that's right here, 8 millimeters thick, and it says that it's 62.8 kilograms per square meter. Kilograms per square meter. Well, I don't have square meters. I have square millimeters. So I'm going to have to change this to square meters, and then I can find the weight in terms of kilograms, and then we're going to have to change it to grams. I'm going to try and do this all in one shot. So I've got 4094.2833 square millimeters. And I'm going to change that to square meters because that's what the problem asks for. That's what the table shows. So meters to meters between meters and square meters. And let's see if there's anything on my sheet. No, it doesn't really show anything. I've got square meters in terms of square centimeters, and I've got square centimeters in terms. So I guess I could use what's in there. So I'll take this out. Well, I'll just do it. I'll change it from square millimeters to square centimeters, and then I'm going to go from square centimeters to square meters, and then I'm going to multiply that answer. Let me look for it again. I've got 8 millimeters times 62.8, and that's going to give me kilograms for every square meter. And then I'm going to go ahead and change that to grams, because that's what the problem asks me for. It says how many grams. I think it said how many grams. Where are we? of how many grams? Sorry about that. Okay, so I've got 1,000 grams. This one I know. 1,000 grams is 1 kilogram. Well, what's the relationship between these two? Well, I have that in my conversion chart. It's 1 square centimeter equals 100 square millimeters. 1 square centimeter equals 100 square millimeters. And then to go from centimeters over to meters, I've got centimeters over to meters. There's 10,000 centimeters, 10,000 of these guys in one of these. Okay, so that's a big problem. But at least I have that first part sitting there. So it's times 1 times 1 times 62.8 times 1,000. And all of that is divided by 100 times 10,000. 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. And I get 2.5712 times 10 to the 10th. 10 to the 10th. Holy cow. So I could leave it like that, I suppose. That's how many grams. Or I could change it over by moving the decimal point over. So I move it over 4 places, and I need 6 more places. So 5, 7, 1, 2, 6 more places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is grams. So I get 25,712, not 25,000, 25 what? Billion. 712 million grams. And that's the end of that one.